What's up, Kit Kats, and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all having an awesome day. Today, I am going to do yet another recommendation video, though this time it is not for anime. Today, I will be recommending 4 animated TV shows that I love that I think that you should check out. So without further ado, let's get right into the list. On top of this list, I want to talk about We Bare Bears, which you can stream the entire series on HBO Max. You can also find, I believe, 2 of the seasons on Hulu, and I believe Netflix has some of the seasons as well, but HBO Max, I think, is the only one that has, like, the entire series. This show is about 3 bears living their lives in a civilized society in the San Francisco Bay Area, and they just go about their daily lives, finding food, trying to get famous on social media. It's a really fun show. It doesn't have really an overarching storyline. Now, you will have some episodes that get like part 2s or like come back later or whatever, but for the most part, every episode is its own little story. You could start at any point and be completely fine. Panda is my favorite. I love Panda. He is obsessed with social media, he loves anime and Korean dramas and K-pop, and actually the show even had Monsta X as guest stars, so yeah, you should definitely check this show out. So the second show that I want to talk about is Shera and the Princesses of Power. Shera and the Princesses of Power is available to stream on Netflix, and it is a reboot of the 80s cartoon. I honestly love it. Now, I have zero nostalgia for the original. That was like my sister's thing, but I do know that there were a lot of people that watched Shera back then and didn't like the way that the reboot looked. I personally love it. I love the way that they designed the characters. I love that they all have their own unique designs versus just being copy-paste of each other. Like, if you look at the original designs for She-Ra characters, it's all basically the same model with different clothes. So Shera and the Princesses of Power follows Adora, who is an orphan, and she grew up in the Horde with her best friend Catra. But when she finds a sword in the middle of the forest, it turns her into the powerful warrior Shera. And that leads her to joining a rebellion that's actually against the Horde because, newsflash, the Horde is bad. It's a really good show. I love how this show does not treat their audience as idiots. It's not a dumbed down kids show. I recommend it. If you haven't checked it out, you should check it out. And if you're hesitant because you have a lot of nostalgia for the original, I definitely say come into it with an open mind, because you might be surprised. So, the third show that I want to recommend is one of my all-time favorites, and that is Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls follows twins Dipper and Mabel, who are sent to spend the summer with their great-uncle Grunkle Stan in the mysterious town of Gravity Falls, Oregon. Grunkle Stan has the kids help him run the Mystery Shack, the tourist trap that he owns, and the twins try to adapt to their weird surroundings. But since there is something strange about Gravity Falls, they begin to unlock its secrets. When Dipper uncovers a cryptic journal that offers insight into the town's mysteries, he and Mabel use it in their enthusiastic desire to vanquish evil to battle the imminent mysteries that surround them. The show is fun, it's funny. A lot of the episodes do have their own plot line, but of course it has like an overarching plot line that connects everything together. The characters are all amazing and lovable. My personal favorite is Mabel. I love her. I think she is super quirky and fun, and I love her crazy sweaters and just her being herself. I love her. And the villain is really good too. I don't want to give anything away if you have never ever seen the show, but the show is pretty popular. So, But I know I personally did not check it out until way after it had aired. Like, I remember seeing gifs of Mabel on Tumblr, back when Tumblr was the big thing. And then I finally checked it out later. This is a really good show. One of Disney's best, quite honestly. It's available to stream on Hulu and Disney+. Go check it out. So before I get into the fourth show that I want to talk about, I want to give an honorable mention to a show that I've just now started, and that is The Owl House. It is another Disney show. It's available to stream on Disney+. It's about this girl named Luz who kind of has an overactive imagination, and it gets her in trouble a lot at school. And so she's sent off to like go to the summer camp, or rather she's supposed to be going to a summer camp. But when an owl steals her bag, she ends up following it and ends up at this house that belongs to a witch. And she ends up staying to be trained by the witch and not going to summer camp. So I am absolutely loving this show. So if you haven't checked it out, I definitely recommend it. I was seeing cosplays from this show pop up a lot on my TikTok. And then one of my friends at work, who actually is subscribed to my channel, hi Juan, he said he started watching it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it now. And I've been watching it and I love it. My fourth and final pick is my all-time favorites. It is now a tradition to watch this when fall comes around, and that show is Over the Garden Wall. Over the Garden Wall is available to stream on Hulu, and my friend Taryn is the one who introduced me to it. This is a show that you can actually sit down and watch in one sitting because it is, I think altogether, it's maybe like an hour and a half long. It's really short. Like, the episodes are really short, and you can easily just sit down and watch this show just in one sitting. Elijah Wood voices the main character, and he does an amazing job. I mean, but when does Elijah Wood not do an amazing job? I mean, Over the Garden Wall follows brothers Wirt and Greg as they wander through a forest trying to find their way home. It's really good. It is really good. Like, I don't want to give anything away. Over the Garden Wall is my favorite because it gives me those lovely fall vibes. It's also got a really good storyline that honestly really makes you think. Like, the end, you kind of sit there and think and you're like, I wonder, And I love that. And I love that it's got this sort of like fairy tale vibe. I love Over the Garden Wall. And I've actually been craving to watch it again, even though it's not fall yet. Because why wait for fall? I mean, why not just pretend it's fall now, right? I'm sick of summer. Let's pretend it's fall. Let's watch Over the Garden Wall and Hocus Pocus. If you have not seen Over the Garden Wall, I definitely suggest you check it out. Alright, so that is my list of animated TV shows that I think that you should check out. Hopefully you will check out one of the ones on this list and you will like it. If you have any suggestions for animated shows that I should check out, comment down below and let me know. Or just tell me your opinions on the ones that I suggested. You know, if you love Over the Garden Wall, comment down below. Let's gush about it together. If you liked this video, you can give it a like. If you're not subscribed yet, but you would like to be, you can hit that subscribe button and follow me every Sunday for nerdy videos. And of course, don't forget to ring that bell so you're actually notified when I upload. And until next time, I will catch you later. Bye, meow!